Okay, so today we're here to provide a brief overview and introduction to the new Bacharach MGS-400 series for refrigerant leak detection, and in particular to provide an overview of the key aspects and capabilities of the MGS-400 demo kit, which you see on the screen in front of you here. Just as an initial background, the MGS-400 series has been developed to address the replacement needs for Bacharach's legacy diffusion instrument portfolio, in particular the MGS-150 and MGD-100 platforms. When we were designing the product, the core focus was really about ensuring that our customers can meet the safety requirements around the safety standards such as EN 378 in Europe, ASHRAE 15 in the US. In addition, we wanted to develop a product that would address key customer pain points around ease of use, ease of installation and commissioning, and support compliance with the relevant standards, as I mentioned before. Okay, so as an overview of the demonstration kit, which we have here, first of all, just to confirm what actually is included within the demo kit, you'll see here it's housed in a nice robust Pelican case for traveling around and carrying to different customer meetings. In addition to the units that you see in front of you here, the unit also comes with a screwdriver to remove the faceplates from the detectors themselves. Also a magnetic switch, which is required for different operational functions, and we'll go through those as we work through the demonstration. So in terms of the kit itself, you'll see we have here the MGS-408 controller. This gives the capability to interface up to 8 individual detectors from the MGS-400 series. Just a note on that, in terms of the MGS-400 series, there are 3 different variants of the detectors. There is the MGS-410, which we have right here. The MGS-410, from a communications perspective, is a Modbus only device. Next to the MGS-410, we have the MGS-450, which we have right here. So in terms of communications, the 450 has Modbus. It also has onboard relays and an analog output as well. We then have, which we don't actually have on this display unit, we have the MGS-460, which is essentially the same functionality as the MGS-450, but with a remote sensor version for remote mounting. All 3 of those variants come with an integrated audible and visual alarms. So I just point out the LEDs on these units here. These are alarm indicators that will change color according to alarm status. There's an onboard audible alarm as well on all of those variants. And so that really ties into the driver to address the requirements of EN 378 and ASHRAE, with regard to audible and visual notification of alarms, both inside an enclosed space and also outside. So coming back to the controller, as I say, you have the capability using Modbus to interface up to 8 detectors. In addition, because the 408 is driven using Modbus communications, you also can interface the Bacharach MGS-250 and the MGS-550 detectors too into this controller. It's designed as quite a simple, as you can see, a simple looking controller device with a simple LED assembly here just to identify power to the sensors. Also any alarm indications and fault indications will be along these LEDs here. There is an optional audible visual alarm which can be built onto the top of the control panel, which you have in this demo kit here. Your user interface is via these simple touch button setup here, and we have a small visual display which shows the sensor information, alarm information, and you can toggle through to view various different status notifications on the detectors. Next to the controller here, we have the MGS-450, as I mentioned earlier. This particular unit is for CO2, so has an infrared CO2 sensor built in. Next to this, we have the MGS-410, which is for R404A, using a semiconductor sensor. Slightly lower down on the demo unit here, we have this small panel which can be used to demonstrate the relay outputs, the analog outputs, and to generate a comms fault for those detectors. And we'll come along to show how that works a little bit later on. The unit also comes with a simple power cord and, of course, an on-off switch to power up. So it's a fully demonstratable unit for taking to customers, visits, end users, and it's quite a nice self-contained unit to do those demonstrations and training.